Hello, guys. Welcome to the show, Hustle Up channel, episode number 40. This is your host, Avatar. Today I'm at the blog post of Gary Vee. Most of you guys already know about him. And he's actually also a owner of uh, the Wayne Media. And so, Gary Vaynerchuk. So, let's look at the contents because I've been looking for something that learning how to make more contents per day, especially I'm here to build business. So let's scroll down and read about it. So this is his blog post, and it says how to make 64 pieces of content. And let's read more. Yeah, so he's like one of my idol, and I follow him a lot. And let's see. I like this head over here. It says Professor G. Okay, so how to make 64 pieces of content in a day. So, in my continued efforts to bring the most value to the entrepreneurs, operators, and marketers of the world, today on my 44th birthday, I think this is like 6 months ago when he turned 44. But let's see what he wrote about how to make 64 contents in one single day. So let's move on. I'm releasing a deck that the team and I have worked on extensively over the last couple of months. We did it to inspire and, more importantly, to create the tactics and details around how you, your organization, your startup, or your Fortune 500 company can push the envelope to create more content that you ever thought possible in a volume centric creative world. It's about creating more context for the audience you are trying to reach in more context on the platforms that you are distributing on. So this deck continues any tradition of creating step-by-step guides that give you the exact tactics I've used to run my businesses and grow my audience. That includes references like the content model, the $80 cent strategy, how to tell a story on social media, LinkedIn marketing strategies, and how to network on Instagram DM. I think these are very useful things that Gary Vee has mentioned, and I'm going to take notes myself. It's so much important, even though if you're doing a little thing or if you're doing some kind of, I guess, like reselling and thrifting and selling stuff online, even though if you're a small business person, I guess all this contents that he mentioned, all this important step-by-step guide, people should write that down. So content model, the $80 strategy, how to tell a story on social media. That's very important because if we don't know what we're doing, okay, in LinkedIn, you guys probably familiar with this app. Like mostly a lot of business people uses that, and it's very useful if you own a business, so you can connect with other people. All right, let's scroll down. I hope you find this new 270-page deck below massively valuable, and I'm extremely proud that it's free. Happy birthday to you. Okay, let's carry on. Please enjoy and share this with entrepreneurs, executives, and your friends. and genuinely believe this deck will help so many. Okay, so guys, that's only part one. Let's move on to page two. So if you are planning to be relevant in business over the long term, you need to consider putting out 100 pieces of content. So you can write that down. Okay, so next page. Oh, I guess I somehow I skipped so many. Let me go back. Uh, Somehow it came. Let's see. This is going to be at least an hour study, so I hope you can study with me. So now we're back to page 9, page 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, so we're here and we just like gonna press this. Okay, one time. So every single day. So what he's trying to tell you is you have to create 100 contents a day, every single day, if you want to be a successful entrepreneur, or if you're trying to build your business. This is what you got to do. Let's move on. Across the 7 to 10 platforms that matter. So you can see all these platforms, so you can write it down. Um, First one: Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, Facebook, Snapshot, and YouTube. Well, what I use is normally is YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. I don't really do too much on Twitter, but you can use all this together. So these are the main ones. Let's move on. Page 5. These logos may change, but this is doesn't. Okay, so let's move on. Number 6. To really drive that point home and make sure people get it, I made a video in a car talking over a video of my leg. Haha, that's funny, right? So, okay, let's move on. All right, the reason why people don't make it because they overthink and overvalue the production of their message. So what he's trying to say is sometimes people don't make any videos or content because they're overthinking too much, and they have overdrawn their mind, and they're not doing what they're supposed to do and making the right content, so enough content. So this is why we have to make so many, when in reality you could get an incredible amount of awareness, impact, and learnings from a simple piece of content. So read this again. When in reality you could get an incredible amount of awareness, impact, and learnings from a simple piece of content. See how much you can learn sometimes just from one piece of content, and how much impact you can do, and how much you can learn, and how much you awareness reality. Saying here. So let's move on next page. I'm going to show you how. So let's move on. In this deck, I broke down some examples of different types of content you can create. So let's move on. the platforms you could post them on. Okay, of the time it takes to make them, and some performance states to show you how well they did on my social channels. So he's going to give examples that actually works what he does. Page 13, number one, tweets. Okay, number one, tweets. Okay, and then page 14, a single tweet is a piece of content. So you can see he has written down on that phone. He's killing a bit. Yeah, so he made content right here on the page. You can see it. So a single tweet is a piece of content. All right. So time it uh, time time it takes to make 19 seconds. Or time it takes to make 19 seconds. These times are subjective estimates, but remember speed matters. Yes, because if speed does matter because it can save you time to do your next round and next rap. Like move on to the next social media, sharing what you're doing. So 19 seconds. Okay, let's move on to page 17. Performance 4K likes, 1K retweets on twitter.com, Gary Vee. If you don't have a lot of followers, start by engaging with other people to build your brand. Okay, that means what he's trying to say is you can comment sometimes in uh, on people's Instagram or Facebook, so that maybe people like your content, and that's the way you can build your brand or channel. So engaging with them. Okay, let's move on. Page 18. Platforms you could post this on. Twitter. That's number one piece of content. So Twitter is that much important. So I always do that too for my eBay store and my channel as well. So let's go 19. Page 19. In total, we have one piece of content. Running tally. Okay, let's move on. Platforms you could use it for: Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter. That's four pieces of content. Exactly. So even though if you have created one content, but if you have shared in four different platforms, that becomes four pieces of content. So I think I'm gonna also make a LinkedIn and Twitter page for what I'm doing now. All right, guys. I guess somehow my computer pushed too forward, so we need to go back. Let's see if I can make it bigger, so you don't make that mistake again. All right, so we're gonna go back to page 28. Oh, I have to do it this way. Okay, so 28, 29. But keep in mind, content needs to be contextual to the platform. So for example, here's how you can post an image on Twitter. My life, short copy, casual content, longer copy, provide more contest. So on the left was the Twitter account and just a very random live picture carrying a panda that must be in China. Anyway, and to the right is Instagram, longer copy. Yeah, he's right because on Twitter you cannot really write that much. Also, people don't like like. I think you can, but people don't like reading that much that long on Twitter. But versus Instagram, let's see. Copy, provide more context. So you can see the picture is much bigger. You got to see yourself bigger, bigger head, and a larger uh, content here, which also looks very professional. Okay, let's move on to page 33 on the left side. Here's how I think about posting a video on LinkedIn versus Instagram. So on the left, he posted a video on LinkedIn. He says, "How are you leveraging LinkedIn versus to the right Instagram? You've got." You can see that. I don't have to say it. All right. So more applicable to a broader audience. That's true because LinkedIn is mainly for business purposes. This is why even though he's showing his business, meeting here, and this is actually what you're trying to sell and what you're trying to promote is Instagram, guys. Let's move on to page 34. Here comes Professor G, Gary V, and he's saying here, I made the move to censorship on LinkedIn after spending several months reading comments and felt it was the right move for the community there. Yes, it actually LinkedIn makes sense if you own a business and you're connecting with a lot of people. It works too. So in this particular page, this thing. Okay, let's move on to page 35. Sometimes it's a good idea to post the same piece of content across different platforms. That's what he meant. The one piece content becomes four. And also, he said sometimes it's a good idea to post exactly the same piece of content across different platforms. That's what I do when I try to post my stuff on YouTube channel, um, which I'm not really trying to gain followers or subscribe. I'm not really very excited about that. I'm actually more into learning and building my business. So what I do is when I have contents on YouTube, I usually share also on Instagram and TikTok. And actually, it's the same content. All right, page 35. For example, I posted the same image on LinkedIn as I did on Instagram. So let's see the difference. You'll see it, even though I don't have to say it, you can see how that looks on LinkedIn versus Instagram. Look at the picture size, how big that looks, and look on the right, how people are, they can write comments about it. And LinkedIn usually people just like it. They don't really comment that much unless it's something really business typing. I've realized that. So here it says right here. Notice my dad's face here. Is there any question why I was intimidated by him as a young child? See that? All right. So let's move on to page 37. Let's see what Mr. Gary V got to say here. So he got another example here for now. This is an example which is in between Facebook versus Instagram. So he wrote, I posted the same video as I did on Facebook and Instagram, but notice the subtle difference in copy. Okay, so it looks like it's a video, and on the left, see how it looks? And look at the way. So he's posting the same content, right? He did the same. He's keep telling you, but there's nothing wrong with it. This is why he's trying to explain to you. Because although it looks the same, I mean, although it's the same content, they don't look the same when you post on a different platform. They looks different. This is what he's trying to tell you. So you can post the same content. So if you post, let's say if you have made 10 contents and you have posted uh, to 5 different social media platform, right? So how many did you do? Do the math. So you got 10. You posted on 5 different. So you got 10 contents. So let's say 10 in each, 50, right? So 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. That becomes 50 contents, but you only made 10 contents. That becomes 50, isn't it? Right? So how it becomes 64? Do the math. Let's move on. All right. So let's move on. Page number 38. Referencing the platform you are posting on help make your content more contextual and relevant. I think we were here before. Page 39. I posted the same image on LinkedIn as Instagram. That's what he did because it was a personal picture that felt fun and authentic. So let's move on. Okay, back to the deck. Page 41, 42, hashtag 3 mimics. Let's move on. Somehow there's nothing on this page. Let's move on. I guess it's loading something. Let's wait. Nothing is there. There's some blackout here. Let's check out and see. Skip few pages and see what's up. Or otherwise, we can move back. $42. Okay. So this was 41. Uh, and that's where the blackout came. Yeah, some pages I think for some reason not working. We'll wait until we can load a page so we can skip some episodes. I'm not happy with that because I want to learn more. Uh, 60. Let's see something here. Let's move back. Okay, let's move more and see what's up. Okay, it's showing at page 80, but I'm now going to scroll back and see if it's working now. 79, 78, 77. Yeah, so it's not working until 77. So we are now at page 77. I'm sorry, 78. It shows 77 here. So let's go by 77. He is showing you how to take a picture with the smartphone camera, how the way he do it. He said you can do it. You look on the left side, it says if you feel comfortable on camera. So if you feel comfortable on camera talking, make a video about it of your content. Like what I'm doing now, if you're comfortable, you can make a video. No one's gonna laugh at you because everybody's trying to learn and everybody's trying to build business. So let's move on. Page 78. Your phone's camera is the easiest tool you could use to create content. And he is correct. All right, so page number 80, step 1, hit the camera button on your phone. All right. Step 2, record 60-second video sharing an insight, a feeling, or recapping your day. All right. So if you guys saying you only have uh, 5, let's say me today let's say if I'm only able to do 5 contents today, and I'm going to share with 4 platforms, right? So let's break that down. So 5 in each. Okay, that equals 20, right? So he's helping you. Gary Vee is helping you. He is saying do a 60-second, I'm going to write that down too. Insight. A short video, guys, to recap your day. And you don't have to, if you have a channel on YouTube, you don't have to really uh, load it there. You can just put on your Instagram, and that will add up. So let's say you made another 5, let's say 4 60-second videos, right? We're gonna learn together, and you have shared with 4 platforms, right? So 4 60-second video, that becomes 12 videos, guys. 12, that's ready 32. He's not telling you to record like 1 hour, 60 minutes, 50 minutes, 40 minutes. I mean, you can do a couple of those like that, but not all day long. He's telling you how you can make contents and recap about how you're feeling during the day. You can talk about anything. Talk about, oh, I just did like 15 push-ups, yo, and make a 60-second video of it. Oh, ho, yo, things open today. I'm going to Chipotle. 60 seconds right there, right? So this helps. This is a very smart tactic. Let's move on. He is teaching you everything. So if you still not gonna get it, please write it down. He's giving you totally free contents, guys. Okay, let's move on. Page 82, step 3, post it. Very important. Okay, everybody knows that. Don't forget not to post and say, oh, I forgot to post today. I'm gonna post tomorrow. Do it now and do it today, not tomorrow. There's never anything called tomorrow. All right, so performance of the smartphone camera. Look how nice it looks on the YouTube channel. That's like his YouTube channel. It says here performance 480K views on Instagram, 70K views on YouTube. Yeah, so that what happens. Okay, so page 84 platforms you could use it for. Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube. That's 5 pieces of content. So yeah, so like you said, if you have 60-second video and you have posted in 5 platforms, one, two, three, four, five, and let's say if you made three of 60 seconds video, then you can do 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, guys. Now you got 15. So even though you were only able to do 4, that brings to 3, 6, 9, 12, right? Let's move on. Time it takes to make 2 minutes 13 seconds. Time it takes to make. What he's trying to mean is how time it takes to make the video is 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Okay. Basically, he included uploading quickly, and you have a smartphone. It's just a minute job. It shouldn't take you that long. Just grab your phone and load it up. In total, we have 14 pieces of content running Tele. So let's move on. Live streaming. So that's Gary Vee. He's live streaming here. You can also have live stream videos or podcasts. Let's say if you're going out for a walk or you're driving, you can do a live stream, and you can do it for 5 minutes, 6 minutes, won't matter, and just load it up. So you can also live stream videos or podcast interviews with a guest, like I do with Ask Gary Vee show. So that's him. Let's move on. So you see that's the guest, guest here, guest here, guest there, guest here, and guest here. So basically, live stream, you can interview people. You can call them up and say, ask about how what's going on and everything, and you can even though then upload to social media, text post. Text posts are essential standalone status updates with no added images or videos. So this is what he does. Like, this is like without a picture. He's just randomly writing stuff and then doing a hashtag on LinkedIn. So he wrote, "It's not enough to not point fingers. You need to boost your teammates up who are struggling and show them solutions with care and kindness." So, like I said, LinkedIn is a very business website. So don't post something like random Facebook funny pictures there. This is a very professional app and software. So make sure that you write something about business related stuff. And this is why he's very professional when it comes to LinkedIn. And let's move on. Page number 157. Text posts can be short quotes or statements you feel strongly about, like a tweet, or they can be longer form depending on the platform. So that's what he meant. Text posts can be like really short, like what he wrote. You see, blaming, an arrow in easy, and post. Accountability is hard. Most good things are hard. And then there was a text post. So write it down, guys. Text post can be part of your content. All right, let's move on to page number 158. Text post. Text post is giving another example here. For example, I posted the same long form quote on LinkedIn and Twitter. So let's see. This was a long enough. There was a longer one, and he posted the same content on Twitter, and this was a long text. So you can do this kind of contents too, uh, so that you can make it up to 64 day. Because just doing YouTube and or doing your own videos or pictures, it might be not enough, and then you'll be start stranding, and you'll be stranded with your mind, and you'll be thinking, oh my God, I don't have any more contents left. I don't have any concept. How people make so many contents. That's how you do it. Post a 60-second video, recap yourself, and post some text post, long or short forms, and that's how you do it. Let's keep going. Page number 159. Oops, 159 is missing again. For some reason, I guess the page, he said text me. Yes, Gary Vee, I'll text you if your page doesn't load again. I'm gonna text you. Number 60, 162, 163 not working. For some reason, I think let's carry on. Okay, so I can see that this is a PDF format content. For some reason, I guess the PDF files either got damaged or not working at his site. But I'm gonna keep moving and see if we find something somewhere here, somewhere here, 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 here. I guess it's not running. I'm going to the end. Nope. Yeah, so in case uh you since I'm not able to go page all the way page 270, I have wrote content for myself what I learned today. And you can visit this content I'm going to highlight for you yourself. So when you get a chance, uh, you can even go to his website, and you can see right here I've highlighted for you. So basically, if you go to GaryVee.com, you don't have to type his entire name, and just type GaryVee.com and just click on the blog post. You'll be able to see his entire thing here. Okay, so I would say there was something wrong with the Wi-Fi. Show available networks. So the network was not running well. All right, guys. So, one moment. I'm trying to fix some issues here. All right, guys. I'm back. So, I think actually there was a network issue, and we should be able to. So many ads. Read his blog post again and go back and start back from page number 170. Let me remove all these ads. They're really annoying. They really like me a lot, I know, but I don't like the ads. Okay, so that piece of blog was right here. I'm gonna go back and initially I'm gonna make sure that this is not gonna happen again because for some reason the Wi-Fi was off the hook. Uh, okay, got it. So I'm gonna go back to the terminal right here. It should be totally fine now, guys. So I'm gonna go back to where I stopped. So it was not Gary's Wii fault. It was my Wi-Fi. Okay, let's see. So actually we were here. Remember we had problems earlier? Because we have skipped a lot of pages. Okay, let's go back from here. Uh, delay titles, like somewhere here. So this one, he's saying that once I posted it on Facebook, we downloaded the slideshow as a video to post on other platforms in the future. So you can even do that. You can post a slideshow on Facebook. You download the video from Facebook instead of saving. Right here, you can see that where my little hand is, and then you can post it on other platforms. So I think if you have an Instagram, then you should have all 4 or 5 accounts, and they should be all interlinked. And even if you don't have a website, if you have 4 or 5 social platforms, it can be a really good idea. So you can link all together, post, and you can post up here and there, and performance 110K view on Facebook. I couldn't be a bigger advocate of putting out content about yourself, your hobbies, and interest. We saw this before. We'll move on quick now because we somehow skipped a lot earlier. So performance here, we have seen this before. This is a place in the category of content where most people get caught. They become super mundane and post the same kind of pictures, and because they are feeding the algorithm. Exactly. That means you have to do something else. Sometimes you can't do the same thing every time. And putting out photos that they know will work, because eventually making all their photos look the same. I would rather have underperforming photos and mix it up because it gives me the potential to find the next pillar of pictures that expand my audience. That's what I do. Like if I think the picture's not right, I'll still post it anyway, even though it's underperforming because I'm not trying to like make it everything the same every time and just the same picture because it doesn't really make any sense if you're doing the same thing again and again. And at the beginning, we all make mistakes, and this is how we're here to learn mistakes. And let's carry on to page number 140. He says, stop fearing the algorithm. Because sometimes, we really fear about the hashtags and stuff like that. This is what he's trying to say. Time it takes to make 1 to 2 minutes. In total, we have 31 pieces of content, 11 video micro content. You can layer on titles and captions to your videos to make it easier for people to consume and get wider reach. So he's giving an example. He's actually standing at the airport, and he made a micro video, you know, captioning himself. Say it says right here, it's look at airport culture a little differently. So if you're traveling, if you went somewhere and you found something interesting, like a little bird, like a little orange bird, you can talk about it and you can post it. No one is gonna, it's not gonna harm you for doing that. Okay, so let's go to the next page, page number 145. The profiles that make the most consumer centric content is a win. So win is the goal, guys. Not trying to get followers or subscribers. Your mind got to stick with your goals, which means win. All right, guys, let's move on to page number 146, Gary Vee content model. You can see here on the right hand side in this on this page here, document, distribute, create. He said first, most important is what? You see here? Document yourself. Document. What do you see next? After you document yourself, create the content. And then what you do next? Distribute. That's number 3. So 1, 2, 3. I didn't even look in the bottom. I could ready figure out what he's trying to say. So document, create, distribute. Your videos could just be recorded with your phone's camera, or you can create micro content from long form videos and live streams. So live streams like YouTube stuff, and or you can record from your phone. So he's giving you a general idea, which you are all guys are probably familiar of. Let's move on next page. For example, uh, these Instagram clips. So now we're on page number 147. It's giving you an example. Number 1, how to get your dream internship. We had bad advice. Look at how the picture looked like, how ugly. He's trying to tell you. See, half and half. No one likes that. Now look at this. It's okay to blah blah up. No mistake is a big deal. Okay, look at this one. Not sure why you're doing it. Stop. Then stop. So now let's move on to page 148. We're taken from the hour long keynote. Yeah, so you can take a snapshot out of your videos when you're recapping, and then you can post as image content. For fast and easy video editing, use Catwing. Beatable or promo.com. Okay, I need to write that down. Fast and easy editing. Use Catwing. beatable or biteable or promo.com. Okay, so let's go page 150 and subtitle or rev.com for captions and YouTube. It's free. Page 151 performance views. Okay. So he talked about takes about 27 minutes to do the editing if you're fast. In total, we have 35 pieces of content. Okay, let's move on. 12 text posts. Okay, yeah, we already talked about the text post earlier. So we're gonna keep moving. Page number 160. I added a different hashtag on LinkedIn based on how many people were following the hashtag on the platform. Okay, so he is showing that I added a different hashtag on LinkedIn. I added a different hashtag on LinkedIn based on how many people were following the hashtag on the platform. Okay, so now on this particular page, he's telling you he found the hashtag that was followed by most people. You can see the culture and HR, and then he used that hashtag. That's a very good tactic. So I'm gonna write them down. Follow the hashtag that is mostly followed. Okay, page number 161. On the next text post, notice how the copy is tailored to parents since Facebook has an older demographic. Also, an easy way to make your copy more contextual is by shouting out the platform itself in the copy like I did here. So you see, that's kind of like a title here, and it says, "What's up, Facebook?" and "What's up, Facebook?" What's up? Like, what's up, everybody? So I guess that's also this is something really need to be addressed, and I'm gonna write that down. Text post. Okay. All right. Page number 162. That was his performance. 164. You can also make your copy contextual by referencing the date you are posting on, the location you are targeting, and more. You can also make your copy contextual by referencing the date you're posting on, the location you're targeting, and more. Okay, so let's see the examples. So platforms you could use it for: LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. Okay, so the text post, he don't recommend Instagram. Write that down. Text post, you can do Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. And let's move to 166. Time it takes to make a text post, anywhere from 1 to 5 minutes. Don't overthink it. Just take it easy. Write whatever you like. If people don't like it, it doesn't matter. Don't like try to be a try to write a poem and like taking like half an hour to write one sentence, like in high school. Okay, so don't overthink it. You could always write something else an hour later or the next day if your post doesn't do well. Yeah. All right, so move next. In total, we have 38 pieces ready, 168 quote graphics, page 169 of 270. If you don't have design skills or a designer you're working with, you can create design versions of code you are passionate about. I would suggest like normally I go to canva.com, which is canva.com, and it's totally free. And you sign up with email, and it gives you even though YouTube thumbnails, and also it gives you uh, it gives you idea of you can even create a flyer there and anything. You can take a pic of your picture and text and everything. That's the easiest because you don't have to really download any apps or anything, and you can either use your phone or laptop. So it's called Canva. It's canva.com, or you can Google it. You could layer it over a picture of yourself for branding. That's the way I do it when I use Canva. I use my picture and then I add text. All right, so now on page number 171 of 270, or you could keep it even more simple with text on a white background with your logo. Yes, exactly like this. He doesn't have a logo yet. Gary Vee doesn't ever he never uses a logo, but you can put your logo here if you have a brand and write a big text like that on Instagram. That works too if you're not good at designing. All right, page number 172, special hack. There are a ton of free stock sites that you can use if you don't have your own pictures. Unsplash, free pick etc. Well, I go to pixabay.com, Pixabay. You can Google it. I think that's how it spells, and you can just type anything there. You'll have pictures there. But like I said, if you go to Canva, they have pictures too. But you can go to Pixabay or go to freepick.com because some stock photos are not free. Pixabay is totally free. That's why I'm referring you there. Let's move on, guys. Page number 173. That's his performance. You can see that. All right. Page number 174. Performance. Very good. So graphics, you can post on all these four platforms. Twitter, you can post picture. LinkedIn, you can post picture. Facebook and Instagram. Page number 176. To take time it takes to make varies around 8 to 47 minutes. Well, it takes me about 10 minutes sometimes. It really varies how good you want the graphic is. It shouldn't take too long if you already know what you're doing. All right, so now you got 42, page number 178, 14 stories. Instagram stories are a great, fast way to produce content every day. So if you're a good story maker, you can add that story in your contents. You could promote your Instagram post in your stories with additional copy and context. All right, guys. So I'll actually stop my video here because it does not allow me to record more than 60 minutes. And I hope you like this page, and you can always go to this website, GaryVaynerchuk.com, and check out his blog post. And I hope you like this video. Enjoy your day, and please subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification icon, the bell, so you can receive all my future videos. I'll stopping my video here. Hustle up, don't give up, and let's build some business here. And I hope you like this video, and continue to study with me, and have a great day and subscribe. Thank you. Bye bye.